Okay, so this one might be a little bit hard to stomach at some parts, mostly because of Dalton's audio. I didn't realize it at the time, but he had his face practically on top of the fucking mic at the worst times imaginable, mostly whenever he was loud. So I chalked that up to just me not doing a proper sound check at the time, so yeah, my bad. That's a little bit fucked up.
Super fucked. Alright, fellas, what we doing? We starting? Let's do this.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Hey, Connor, you got your webcam, dude?
Yes, but in the event I have to run to the bathroom to make any deposits,
it's fine. We can just. I mean, we can.
Yeah, dude, it's fine. Yeah.
We want to see your beautiful face.
Yeah.
Hey, Connor, it's so fine. It's so fine. You can turn it off if you got a shit. Hey, Connor. Hey, Connor.
Hey, Connor.
I must say, you're looking much more paler than usual.
It pales in comparison.
Bye. Are y'all ready?
We good.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Memento, memorons. Memento, memorons. I summon forth from the darkness of the internet, from the seas of the Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcast. Summon forth the Memento Moron. That was me summoning us forth. Because,
Welcome, bitches.
welcome, you bunch of bitches, to the Memento Morons, episode 74. My cat is about to fall off the fucking table. You can't just plop down. There are dangers. Will Robinson. Pussy ass little bitch.
Literally.
But anyway, this is episode 74. Things have been kind of spaced out. I got a new job. I'm working a lot of hours. Connor's been under the weather. You know, shit happens, but we're still trying to keep content out for you lovely sons of bitches. I guess I'll go down. Yes, be very grateful. I will go down the cast as Dalton has it written down in our topics. But first we have Benji.
What's up, you bastards?
So that was Benji. Next we have the Con.
At least he's feeling better. At least he can get up and do something now.
That does not sound like he's feeling better at all. It sounds like he hates us all for asking him if he wanted to podcast tonight.
hey, I asked him, and he said, "All right, yeah, sure, I'll do it." I was like, "I mean, it's fine. You don't have to."
To be fair, I've been spending most of the weekend just laying down, puking, worshipping the porcelain goddess, and I need to do something.
The fuck do you eat?
It's just a stomach bug.
Yeah,
At
he's
least-
always got something.
It's probably a mixture
And
of
Dalton
several
kept
things.
pestering me like, it's sinuses, get Mucinex. Do you know what Mucinex is, Ben? The commercial is one of the most infamous things of CGI I've ever seen. Of
No.
course,
I know a worse one. It's a damn, I forget what it was called, but it's a damn toenail one.
I think
Where-
that one looks kind of cool though, compared to the
Is
mucus
that
guy.
what's it called?
Tufactin, tenactin.
Athlete's foot.
No, it was like, it was like
Yes, it's essentially the athlete's foot commercial. It's Tufactin, tenactin.
No,
Yeah.
it was something that you
Some shit
take,
like that.
and it helps
For-
decolorize, like get
It's
your
for-
toenails from yellow to back to normal.
Yeah, it's for like nail infections.
Anyway, we got other people to talk about.
Yeah, so then we have Matt Joe. Oh God, it's a Jew. Oh, his name's also Matt. What are you gonna do?
Wait,
Um,
wait. I was gonna hold on. I got you a nickname that I will gladly give you to put on here for me.
Oh Jesus.
yeah,
fuck.
faggot. You just put Dalton.
Ah,
Dolph.
shit! I spelled it wrong. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Dolphone.
like
Don't
he's
spell it wrong.
like he's fancy or something.
There we go. I got you,
Try
Matt.
to
There you go.
church up. And then we'll have Salty Dorothy.
Hello, I'm salty as my tears.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Jase, the helpful hardware place. Ging.
I don't work there.
He doesn't,
Just-
but it's funny to say.
Yeah.
I'm just letting these fuckers run with it.
Well, it's better than Blue Eyes White Supremacist.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, man.
I said it's better than. I mean, we couldn't be called you that.
No, I'd rather
mean,
you
really-
not because
really-
people who are gonna get the wrong impression of that fucking name, dude.
You look like
A
you
A
ate,
white
like,
supremacist? That's the way you want them to take it.
Yeah.
There's no other way to take Blue Eyes White Supremacist. I mean, even if it's a Yu-Gi-Oh joke, like that's still a racist Yu-Gi-Oh joke.
And I don't even have blue eyes.
Good thing my
Yeah.
camera's in the position it's at. I'm not wearing pants.
All right.
Thank
There you
you,
go.
God.
Everyone all take their pants off in solidarity.
All right, solidarity, let's go.
Solidarity.
Bro,
We're supposed to wear pants.
I've been feeling burning hot this whole fucking weekend, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well,
I love you.
that has been the people. That's our sick friend. Our topics today are the extent that we are desensitized. Because, man, we got to hang out, and boy, did we watch something they weren't expecting. And then Gatekeepers ruin everything because it's totes true. And then we have our next topic, the concept of fate. Ooh.
Deal.
And then lastly, what movies do you think represent our world today?
Dalton and I are gonna have
Dogs. Boom! Spoiler alert.
Dalton and I are gonna have to do a shootout for that one.
Don't have to do a shootout and
just
pull
need
my
someone-
penis out.
We just need to make someone needs to make a movie called Where It All Began, and it's just a movie about Harambe getting killed.
I'm sure there might be one.
I'm willing to bet money that's if it's not made yet, it's in the making.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that ape.
You want a fucking ape?
No, I hate that I hated that gorilla.
You hated Harambe?
Yeah,
Harambe
like,
died
and I'll
for our
say it.
sins. You fucking
No.
said this?
No, the only person who died for our sins is the great Rihanna Keeves. And he didn't die because he cannot be killed.
He just straight died.
Especially in his movie One Jick.
And due to him dying, is that the extent that he is desensitized?
No, he's
get
just
it.
he's just overpowered.
Let's get
Yeah.
into this topic, boys. Ben brought it up. It's kind of relevant as of
Late.
It's
just with
all
us anyway.
Yeah.
Where we are desensitized. I believe a lot of it has been self-damage from ourselves. Some has been forced onto people. I'm not pointing fingers. But, and for those of you not watching, I pointed at myself. Haha!
I
but
pointed
yeah.
at the camera.
He has showed us some fucked up shit.
Well, to be fair, Matt, we are on Rumble now, so they can see us. Right, Ben?
Rumble, you can see us on
You
Spotify.
can watch us on Spotify, too.
Oh, I
You
didn't
can
know
see the
that.
video on yeah.
Yeah.
And
We got
on YouTube.
yep. Rumble, YouTube, Spotify.
By the way, fun fact, around on Wednesday, around the time when my headache started, I think I found a wild Karen on WoW. It was quite
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, you called me about that.
It was just, it was incredibly funny because there's a boss or a character, and the gender is super ambiguous because it's just a creature. And
Who
so
is
it's like Honeypelt. It's one of the Niffin, but anyway, someone was like, "Hey, what exactly is Honeypelt? Like, is she a boy or a girl?" And then immediately a guild member just went, "Why does that matter?" And everyone's just like, it's a question. We're just asking. And they got really annoyed. They're like, I don't see why that's a problem, and you shouldn't make it a problem. And then I came in and I said, my brother in Christ, it's a fucking mole. And she was just like, oh, it's like, and it's a girl. Calm down.
My brother in Christ, did you just assume my gender?
Did you just assume my religion?
Hey!
My beaner over here, man. My beaner.
Just saying.
My beaner and me like to work on a fence. That don't even rhyme, but that's what we do. So anyway, yeah.
They like to pull each other's wieners.
Desensitization, I believe a lot of it has been
Self-inflicted.
Yes, very much self-inflicted, especially for me, I know, because anytime someone, oh man, like Two Girls, One Cup, like don't watch it, like immediately watch Two Girls, One Cup. Oh, that's disgusting. Hey, if I've seen it, you guys need to check this out. Look.
If I have to suffer, all you motherfuckers have to suffer.
Dude.
Absolutely. Like, I enjoy...
How very Christian of you.
Hey, Matt, tell me, who was the next person you showed that to?
Probably you.
Actually, Connor, you and I watched that together.
Hold on.
And Matt showed it to me first.
When did y'all watch it?
When it came out.
Time ago.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, because I was about to say.
Because
Please
Matt
don't tell
showed
me
me,
this is a recent event.
I remember
absolutely
getting
not.
on my... I remember
Okay.
he got on my old ass PC, was just like, dude, you gotta watch this. I was like, what is it? He didn't tell me. He just said, you gotta watch it.
Two Girls, One Cup is so tame nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
That's how desensitized we are when that shit would like... Me and my friends invented the pudding challenge, where you just eat pudding and you just swash it between your teeth while watching it. And I threw up so painfully. It hurt so
imagine.
bad.
Don't say that.
I mean, it's not as bad as One Man, One Jar.
It's like I said, that's the same thing. What was the
Two kids.
kids in a sandbox?
Yeah, two kids.
Where
Party.
he's just sounding a vibrator down the dude's dick hole.
Yeah.
Lemon party.
First off,
Yeah, Lemon Party.
I draw the
Lemon
line
Party
at
is-
the original stuff.
Lemon Party is just two old people blowing each other. That's not even
Church of
I
good.
Fudge.
Good for them. Good for them. They could still get it up.
I
Pain
thought Lemon
Olympics.
Party was when you sold an old car.
Church
Yeah.
of Fudge.
No, that's selling a lemon, dude.
That's the,
That's
Church
the
of Fudge was literally just butt.
Church of Fudge. God,
That's
okay,
much
that was funny. That was like
I think the worst I think the worst one was that I've seen was the Pain Olympics.
I
Yeah.
would say your own penis.
Well,
well, even then, yes, the Pain Olympics were a very thing. They are actually fake.
You know, regardless, if there's a list of things I would put up for Matt of things I wished he never showed me,
The dog.
Church of Fudge
Dog
would be
beat to death by a brick.
Church of Fudge would be number 3. BME Pain Olympics would be 2. Dog Brick number 1. Like I
Brick
wish I could go back
dog,
in time.
Brick dog. Look at this dude beat a dog with a brick.
I mean, one of the ones that kind of it didn't really fuck me up. It just kind of made my brain go fuzzy. Was and I don't know if y'all saw it. It was one of those older ones. Was Rubber Johnny? If y'all remember that one.
Yeah, the dude in his basement with the big head, and then it starts like.
And
Yeah.
It was actually like a weird
slams
music
into the
video,
camera,
but yeah.
and he slams into the camera, and his head like explodes and everything.
He's got
into it.
like a splushy, squoogey, big O head, and he's just shot all infrared, like with the green tint.
the night vision.
Yeah, and then he starts just dancing in his wheelchair. Cat, you're fucking kicking everything over, you fat bitch.
Say knife vision.
Hey,
Well,
real
Night
quick,
vision.
Connor, is your sound suppression on?
Yes.
Oh, you just don't have your headphones on.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Let me grab that.
How you good? Because I just thought we were being. By the way, Two Girls, One Cup came out in 2007.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck. Yeah.
See, and even then, I would like to think before that, we had Rotten.com
Yes.
and Ogrish.
Inhumanity.
Dude, I've seen like a
Inhumanity.com,
dozen
like-
cats get lit on fire on Facebook.
Dude, Facebook is like,
Patient
you will
Zero.
get banned for a meme, but we could show like people getting their heads cut. I'm in a fucking page right now that's like You saw me watching it this morning. You're just like, oh man, that dude took a machete to the guy's face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But like, there's like a morbid curiosity that doesn't ever stop usually. And at some point, like, you know, I would always go towards the taboo shit. I assume a lot of y'all do too when you hear like, some people don't. The most honest thing I've ever heard someone say when I was like, you don't like serial killers or true crime or nothing? Like, why? He's like, honestly, because if I did, I think I would like it too much. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's
why
me.
my
Fall
dad
down the
said
rabbit
never-
hole.
My dad said he never shot anybody because he feels like he would actually enjoy it too much and keep doing it.
Who's the director of The Exorcist, Matt? Can you remember his name off the top of your head?
M. Night Shyamalan?
No.
The Exorcist.
Are you fucking
man.
kidding me?
Man.
There
Get
have been
back in the
readings-
storm! Back in the storm!
Here,
Get back!
here. Keep talking. I'll look it up real quick.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, well, basically the point of it was, while watching a JonTron video concerning that guy, apparently he went on a record to say that if he wasn't a director, he would have been a serial killer.
Yeah, same thing with Gigi Allen. That dude was like the most punk dude. When you'd go to his shows, he would fucking piss on everybody. He would masturbate on stage. He would shit in his hand and throw it at the crowd. He would fight everybody. He would be butt naked most of the time.
Oh,
William
Shit in
Peter
your hand and
Blatty.
then fighting someone, that's just adding poison damage.
I feel like we should probably, we should probably talk about what's normal.
If it's
Then
Dark
again,
Souls, then it eats your armor.
But
Okay.
what's normal now is the weird shit that we keep seeing.
Mm.
Like I've gone through Reddit and seen absolutely nothing but just like blown up dead children from the fucking war in Ukraine. Like,
Yep.
there's an entire
Yep.
city that's just wiped off the face of the map that hasn't been fucking talked about anywhere.
Dude.
And everyone on Reddit's just like, hey, by the way, this fucking town in
That's-
goddamn Ukraine is gone, and everyone's
That's
just like,
how
"Oh,
it is.
okay."
It's because once Pandora's box is opened, it
Can't
can't
close
be
it.
closed. And it's
But-
just it's a snowball effect though. Once we allow one person something, then you got to start. Like I said, if you are under a cup and there's water around you, you just want to peek and then it's done.
I'll be
It's-
back.
It allows the floodgates to come, and then everyone needs their own thing. Now it's like that's why there's trans people everywhere. They have to be there. If not, you're getting shut down. You're getting sued. You're getting closed. And it's like and then also like all we see is the fucking people in war fucking dying, children getting blown up.
Yep.
I've seen so many videos of when they're dropping bombs from like a AC-30 and people in foxholes over there, and I've seen like 3 people after they get blown up just like boom.
I can't remember what news channel it was on. It was like Fox or CNN. It was during, back in the Afghan war, and during when we went to war with Afghanistan and everything. Like they were showing videos of like the missiles and everything colliding with cities and everything, and I'm like, fuck! You can show this on TV.
On the fucking news! On the fucking news! Like when fucking George H.W. Bush went into fucking Iraq the first time. They were just showing the fucking cities just getting decimated.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well-
like, you can show this on Prime TV? Fucking hell!
So in the Civil War, there were people would sit out and like have picnics to watch the battles in the Civil War. Like there'd be
Mhm.
groups of people sitting there watching both sides just fucking murder each other. And like people used to go to public hangings.
Dude,
Like
I was
hell,
about
the
to
last
say,
public hanging
public-
in Comanche was in 1973.
Yeah, public executions are still a thing, and especially in other countries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the
Like,
fact
it's
that
people
we
gather-
sensitized.
Well, I mean, there's stuff where it shouldn't be out there. Like, I think they're, especially when more with the children's side. My kid's 7, and he sees a lot. He's watched play Mortal Kombat and shit. Like but I think he understands that this stuff's fake. There is a line where if something's scary, like I had to turn off the It movie because like you little bitch. But
I mean, there is that line between fantasy and reality and everything, and kids, that line is very blurred,
dude,
or it
I-
doesn't exist. Or for some kids, that line doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I do.
And those are
believe-
the ones that need therapy quick.
Exactly.
There's times where you see these red flags of a child growing up, and if you ignore it or that's why there's so many spoiled children. Because like, yeah, we still want to provide and make our kids happy, but if you also don't show them discipline when they screw up, then that's what
Then they're gonna be little hellions.
Exactly. That's why I just took away all my kids' stuff, because he refused to go to the bathroom and went in his pants instead. Like, you gotta know, this is not okay behavior, but there's also kids like, oh, that's fine, just get changed and you go back to all your fun stuff. Like, no, you screwed up. There's consequences.
Honestly, a lot of desensitization could be just narrowed down to media in general.
Dude, well, yeah.
Well, fuck, like, what was it? The fucking Wet Ass Pussy song was like the #1 song for what, 2 years or something?
Meanwhile, they fucking canceled like the fucking Christmas
Maybe it's cold
music.
outside.
Christmas song. Yeah, they canceled it while that fucking
there's
song
a comedian,
was #1.
he's like, so they banned this terrible song from like the 1950s.
Well, baby,
But
it's
Wet
cold
Ass Pussy's
outside.
like, I'm gonna read some of both of these lyrics. Baby, please stay. I can't. I must go. Like, it's cold outside. You really can't go. Spit in my mouth. This pussy will make your dick wet as fuck. Like, come the fuck on. It's like I said. There's
Like, there's
most,
a lot.
most
There's
of
a
it ain't
point
even
where
real.
there's a
Most
point
of
where
their
the artists and everything, and even the most of 90% of the time, it's the fucking parents need to take fucking responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not doing it. So
Well, even then,
I've
they
thought
need to
about
be,
this.
Go
I
ahead.
guess Devin came in. But I've thought about this quite often. So everyone talks about like guns, and the guns are the problem, and I think they're fucking stupid when they think that.
Yep.
Because it's not a gun problem. It never has been. It never will be. Guns have been accessible for fucking ever. You can go online
It's a
and find out
people
like
problem.
that. The problem is the fact that a family nowadays is not a family. What the fuck happened to my camera? A family is not a family anymore. It is like people go and they work for 12, 14 hours a day. They slave away all fucking day. They go home. They're not around their kids. They don't even know who the fucking their kids are. Like, they have no idea what the hell their kids are up to or what they're doing. And they just expect their kids to do right. But they don't. They have never taught them the problem, like what is good and what isn't. And so we have a huge mental health problem in our country because for some apparent reason, our labor laws are just being thrown out the fucking window right now. And people are working like child labor again. They're fucking working people outrageous fucking hours. They're trying to like mandatory overtime, which is illegal, by the way, is a thing in a lot of places. And it's like, hold up a second. Like, you're gonna spend most of your life at work so you can survive, but you're just gonna fucking not care what your kids are gonna do. Your kid's gonna go shoot up a goddamn school, and you're like, my kid was perfect.
Yeah.
Lady, your kid was not perfect. Your child was like demanding attention from you.
Your kid was a little shitboo.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't, like, you don't punish your kid. You don't tell them what's right and what's wrong. They don't fucking know what's right and what's wrong. So they're gonna sit there. They're gonna go shoot up a school. They're gonna harm other people. Because you failed as a person, but not because of exactly because they failed as a person, but because the society that we have created has also failed.
Yeah.
Because we haven't given the people and the humans and the other people support to be able to deal with that. So every time I hear that it's a gun problem, I want to yell at everyone because it's not. It's not a gun problem. It's a mental health fucking society problem. Because in the 80s, everyone had guns in their fucking vehicles. In the 80s, everyone had guns at a school, and nobody shot up anything. It was very rare if it did.
Like, it was customary to have gun racks in the back of your fucking truck.
Oh, yeah.
In the South.
Yeah.
My ass hurts.
Well, stop taking the dicks in the ass.
I'm not gonna lie, Dalton.
Some very watery dicks, apparently.
I'm smiling like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, dude, it bothers me so fucking much how
Same.
ignorant people are, dude. It's like, you're just gonna immediate blame something because the fucking media told you to blame it. But here we
Look
are,
out,
and
this cup's about to drown me.
good. But the entire media, the politicians and all that shit, they want us to be divided. They want us to hate each other. Like, the fact that racism
a nation divided cannot stand.
cannot stand united. And it's like they want us to be hating each other because of race. They want us to hate each other because of our orientations, because of our religions. They don't want us to accept each other. They don't want us to love each other, because if we do, we'll stop their bullshit.
Yep.
They'll probably get killed for talking about it because they fucking hate when people talk about peace and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's why you guys gotta be like, I gotta turn my back on you. Bow, down, bow, down, bow, down, bow, down.
So, for context, we watched the Mighty Boosh. Fucking
It was
awesome
great, wasn't
show.
it? It was absolutely fabulous, wasn't it?
It was fabulous.
Just so you know, the Mighty Boosh is on Hulu. Shout out to that sweet ass British comedy show. Get on it. There's only 3 seasons. It's the best.
Yeah.
Easily to binge, just like the IT crowd, which is also a good British.
Very, very, very much so. Yes.
Also, shout out to Jones who got me into elements of the Mighty Boosh, like the Crack Fox and shit.
Dude, the Crack Fox is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
He helps the Crack Fox into the room and because he's trying to steal this like magic potion shit, and he farts real bad and like, oh, that's fucking rank. What is that? What have you been eating? Like, Head and Shoulders, toothpaste. And then later on, when Ballo and them come back, it's like, it smells like Head and Shoulders and toothpaste in here.
Yeah.
He calls it, dude. It's great.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Does Jones listen to us?
Jones is actually a fan of ours.
Oh, okay. Does she know that you have a huge crush on her?
God damn it.
She does now.
If
Yeah.
she didn't,
Wow.
she knows now.
Ben does
Yeah.
have the power. It's just depending on whether he wants to keep it in or not. Holy shit, it's a fucking Benjamin. Holy fuck, what the shit?
You know what, Connor?
Back on that one.
I'm gonna sip on Canadian whiskey for that.
Holy fuck, buddy, you shooting that peach? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I had peach mead.
But no, dude.
Ugh,
With
pizza
regard-
suck.
With regards
Would it be
to
called peed?
peed.
Peed.
With
No, it'd be
regards
called trash.
Or meech?
with
Oh, sorry.
regards
Chase, do you
to
have a problem with mead or peach?
No, I love meat. I hate peaches.
Okay, that's fair. Understandable.
Maybe if
have
you
problem
ate a
with
peach. Maybe if you ate a peach once in a while.
well, maybe it's because they're sucking on your titties like you want and you call
Like,
it.
hey, I eat peach rings all day long, motherfucker.
Hey,
Fucking
you're
love.
more than welcome to be wrong, my dude.
No, I'm always wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong
Uh,
about
Like
hating each.
last night, we were at his brother's house till like 9 o'clock. I didn't even know we were going there. I thought we were just gonna go chill at his house, but no, I helped build stuff. But it was great. We
He
had
made
big
you work?
steaks. I do work. Yes,
It
absolutely.
was the smallest person, so he's able to fit in my nephew's playscape to be able to do shit.
We're-
I thought you were
Yes,
shaking your
we're-
cat.
I wasn't sure what the hell you were shaking there, my
I
dude.
thought you were shaking his cat. Like I just see this black thing and just him shaking. I was like, oh, what the hell did you just do? Okay.
What is that?
It's for my head. I would wear it, but I have the headphones, so I'm just leaning on it
like put it.
because the
Put
headache's
it,
starting.
like, put it like up in the thing.
Yeah, raise your headset up just a little bit and slide it under there, dude.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can extend it. Yeah.
You raise your head. Raise your head.
Stop it.
Stick it,
Stop.
stick
Stop.
it
Stop.
right
I'll mute
there.
you. I'll fucking super mute Bill.
Fuck you. That's the only good song they have.
It's not a good song.
Dude,
Connor
That
looks like
Luca.
Connor looks like that Joker dude from Next Friday.
I was gonna say it looks like an anime villain that you didn't expect was the villain, and you look at him, he's like, "Who is that guy?" And then he takes off the mask.
Oh,
It's Connor.
all the world shall know come.
I thought it was gonna be shit at this point.
See, the good thing is, it feels really good, but the problem is, since it's sat in the freezer, I need to take it off because I'm getting a brain freeze. Jesus Christ.
I want one of those for my buckles.
so maybe holding it up against your head is the better idea.
Yeah, probably holding it.
So anyway,
against your head.
speaking of desensitized shit, we got back to Dalton's house, and I really wanted them to watch Midsommar, but I knew Dalton was going to go to sleep immediately. So I decided to put in Mighty Boosh and break their little cherries that wasn't old Greg for once. And
Greg.
pretty
That's
much
the
after
only one I
this-
know.
Yeah, that's all. But it's on Hulu, bud. Get on that, bro. You ain't got shit to do but throw up. You got this.
It's
I
the
believe
shit.
in you.
It's the
It's
shit.
been hard
But
for me
anyway-
to watch shows. I tried binging Letterkenny and Trigun, and I just couldn't do it because I had to lay my head down and sleep.
But anyway, I noticed them going to sleep, and Seth, our buddy on our couple episodes back, actually gave me a shitload of DVDs, half of which is shit I've never heard of, like Ant Farm Dickhole. But anyway, I decided,
That
you know,
almost made me throw up.
I was like, they're asleep. I'm gonna put in a Serbian film because I've seen this once and I remember it being fucked up. And then I did, and then they both see titties, and now they have their second win and they're awake, and we all watch this fucked up movie about an ex-porn star who signs up to be in an arty porn that just gets progressively worse and worse with the situation.
Start with the little one.
An outright situation.
There wasn't that much doo-doo. I don't think there was any doo-doo in there.
No, but
There was one facial, like
There was one-
porn-wise, it was really nothing.
yeah, but homicidal wise, it was very well something.
There's a cat. Don't shake it.
Like, you're going to town on a girl doggy style, slapping her ass back and forth. She's loving it. Then you resort to hammer fisting her fucking kidneys, and then at some point in time, somebody hands you a Walmart machete, and you're just like, well, fuck it. Call me a hacker.
Fucking him.
Yeah, it's an intense movie that I really don't need to see again for another 5 years.
Once again,
But-
every 5 years, we're gonna have a watch party for that movie.
Admittedly, that's one reason why I kind of threw up the whole desensitized thing up on the topic idea is because
Don't say throw up, please.
That's one of the reasons I puked up the idea for
It's
But
one of
He
the
like-
vomited
reasons.
it up there.
It's
I
one of
just
the
diarrheaed
reasons
it.
It's one of the reason I blew chunks.
blew
Is that your
Chunks?
friend or something? Is Chunks like your friend? Is that your neighbor? Or is that just
Something-
Jase?
Have you guys? That's me.
Ah.
And have you guys never heard the phrase "blue chunks" for vomiting?
Yes, we
have.
have.
Yeah,
We're trying to
yeah.
make a gay joke
They're
about
just
it.
taking they're just fucking with you, dude.
It's like that joke, like, "Hey, did you ever blow bubbles?" Well, he's back in town. Ha ha. Like,
I'm too tired to get jokes on the first few seconds.
well,
you're like one of those new rappers, too tired.
I'll relay
You
that
just
to
get there all super sleepy, like, I'm just gonna go sleep.
What
I
are
don't
drugs
even
are these
wanna
new
be
rappers doing that they're dying at such a young fucking age?
It's Xanax. It's all Xanax.
Can you not do that?
I'm gonna tell Cheech Marin's cousin Tommy Chunks.
Shut up. Oh, okay, since we're kind of on this, we could probably move on after this, but I did recently hear, I finished this audiobook that was some of the most insane true crime, like, adjacent story I've ever heard. And it's called The Last Victim. It's about this dude. This kid was, like, super smart. He would always watch people and he knew how to interact with people to manipulate them. He's a smart ass kid. And he decided he wanted to learn about serial killers. So he's like, man, I bet if I write some of these as their perfect victim, I can manipulate them into telling me more about themselves. So he started with John Wayne Gacy and started writing him as this kid from a broken home who was like starting to get into prostitution. And like, dude, it was just super fucked up. But he started this relationship with John Wayne Gacy where it got to the point where John Wayne Gacy was like, you got a little brother, right? Well, man, you guys should just be having sex all the time, man. You can just be blowing loads all day, bro. And like was trying to tell him how to molest his little brother.
God damn.
And so so this is his relationship with John Wayne Gacy as this fake persona he created. And then he wrote Charles Manson as like hey man, I'm just like, I don't fucking fuck the establishment, blah, blah. And Charles Manson wrote back like, yeah, man, just send me some like titty fucking magazines or whatever, man. Like, fuck the government. And then he also decided to write Jeffrey Dahmer and Richard Ramirez. Jeffrey Dahmer just requested him, like, can you send me pictures of your body, please? And then he was kind of sad when Jeffrey Dahmer died because he was like, I could have got a lot more information out of him. But when he was talking to Richard Ramirez, he wrote him as like, Hail Satan, hey, I'm the leader of a satanic cult, and, like, we worship you. Like, my girlfriend wants to meet you so you could beat the shit out of her. Like, so he started a nice relationship, with Richard Ramirez as well, about, like, he literally asked him, like, hey, what was it like when you killed somebody? It's like, it was fucking incredible. Like, you experience just the energy and the electricity in the room. You can just feel the devil. Like, it's fucking scary as shit, but he would have these recurring nightmares that he would get caught by, like, oh, you fucking faked it. But anyway, the climax to this book is John Wayne Gacy is like, hey, you should totally come visit me, man. Like, oh, sorry, John, like, I don't got the money. He's like, oh, it's cool, I'll pay for everything. I'll fly you out, I'll buy your fucking hotel, I'll pay for the cabs, all that. And so he goes to tell his mom, and his mom's like, well, fuck no, like, why would I let you go see John Wayne Gacy? I don't like him writing you and writing our house. But she actually talks to John Wayne Gacy on the phone, who says, you know, like, oh, it's fine, I'm gonna be handcuffed, there's glass, there's guards everywhere, here's the warden. And the warden's like, yeah, it's totally fine, we got a lot of guards, they're gonna be on opposite sides of the wall. But she didn't know that John Wayne Gacy just paid a guard to say that. So when that dude went down there to meet him, they were in a conjugal visit room with no fucking camera, and he revealed so much about his true self, because he would always jump back to like, oh, I didn't do that, like, people were at my house, man, everyone else put the bodies there but me. But the moment he would like get super hard and pull his dick out and try to rape him, he's like, you know how many boys died for this fucking cock? Like, do you want to be a part of that, you fucking piece of shit? Like, I'll bury you down there too. Like, it was insane. The dude killed himself like a couple years ago. But like, man, he was just 18 who decided to try to manipulate master manipulators. And even when because he visited him for 2 days, he was supposed to see him for 3, but like Gacy put a pencil to his fucking neck and everything, man. Like, oh, you know how easy it'd be to fucking spill your blood in this fucking thing, and like that'd be it. Like, I just want to like bang the shit out of you. And he put himself in the victim role so much that when he was trying to be like, just break out of it, tell him who you really are, you're bigger and stronger than this, he couldn't. He literally became his fake self when it came. Yes,
This week on Fuck Around and Find Out.
If right.
Dude, it was the most insane story I've heard in a long fucking time. Like, man, like, you literally almost got raped by John Wayne Gacy, but with that unearthing, that like that just cemented in how guilty and terrible of a person he was, where if you don't know him, like, oh, he's a totally nice guy, he knows how to play people and exactly what to say. But the moment he's like sees him as the victim, like, bro, he's like, I might not have died, but I was the last victim of John Wayne Gacy. Like, I know exactly what all those boys felt. Like, it could have easily been me. Like, I was so fucking scared the whole time.
Maybe he just wanted to do it just to get that part of him out.
Well, like I said, he went to school for it and shit. Like, it was, he got kind of famous over it, because even then he decided to tell his mom and tell the police and everything, like, look, this is all the stuff I have. He was trying to get me to bang my little brother, all these super graphic things that I lied about, because then he heard John Wayne Gacy kept trying to call him after he blew him off, and John Wayne Gacy started like talking about blackmailing him, like, oh, well, you know, incest is illegal, so I'm gonna turn that shit into the police. And then he heard all this on his recording, and he just picked up, he's like, yeah, first of all, fuck you, dude. I already told everyone about this in case you pulled this kind of shit. Like, I'm not who I fucking was. You're a piece of shit. Fucking die in prison. And that's exactly what he got executed a couple weeks later. But yeah, I have to bring that up. Talk about desensitized. It got to the point where he was a top tier student. And once he started writing 4 serial killers at once, dude, his fucking grades dropped. All he did was, he was paranoid all the fucking time. He took his younger brother out of a movie because someone was standing with the bag. He's like, no, I don't trust that guy. We gotta go. Like, fuck you, dude. I want to watch the movie. Like, nope, that dude's gonna kill somebody. We gotta leave. I'm like, it literally like fucked him up, man. Yeah. He forgot how to manage normally, because he kind of got into horror movies, and he talked about when he actually watched Faces of Death, and he's like, I thought I could handle it, but seeing the real stuff and knowing who I'm writing to, and that's exactly what they've done. Like, he passed out and threw up in the bathroom in his own vomit, and his little brother woke him up like, you okay? Like, yeah, I'm fine. No. Like, no, you're fucking not. No one was there to tell him to like take a break, man, take a breather. he dove into the fucking serial killer world and became almost the last victim of John Wayne Gacy, dude. It's an insane story.
Could you imagine if it was? Like,
They made a movie of it. It's called Dear Mr. Gacy, and I'm gonna watch that shit probably tonight.
I'm actually reminded of a Japanese proverb with this, where John Wayne Gacy hid his fucking, hid all that shit and then just unloaded afterwards when everybody was fucking away, and he basically was able to have his way with the fucker. And it says, you have 3 faces. The first face you show to the world. The second face you show to your close friends and your family. The third face you never show anyone. So
I'm the same all throughout because that cat scared the shit out of me. Connor's cat. Just I look up and it's like, what the fuck's on Connor's screen?
Like, I mean, that's like, for the most part, true. I think for me, like, I don't even. There's certain, like, I'm still me regardless where I go. So I don't know if that applies to everybody.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like they base this off of like let's say how you act in public is different from how you act with your friends, and how you are with your friends. There might be some things that you don't exactly do or bring up, or whatever.
Matt legitimately told my entire family of what him and Connor did years ago.
Yeah. So like with Matt, he's upgraded too, Matt.
It was perfect. It worked out great. The joke was funny. Didn't you come out to all of them at some point or something? Like,
you're like,
no, this is old news, bud.
Just
Connor's all like, I think I might be bi, and then Dalton's like, I figured that out when you said, hi, I'm Connor.
I just said, I knew it, hi, I'm Connor.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get high on Connor. I didn't know he could smoke it.
And then I was wondering why all my bi friends wanted to fuck my dad.
No.
Case, do you want to fuck my dad too?
I don't know your dad.
You'd probably want to fuck him.
I do not want to fuck your dad at all. Maybe your mom.
I'd give them alone. They're nice people.
They're great. They're great people. I'm married.
My family are awesome. Like, I love my family.
Yeah, it was fun. We all bonded holding down a tarp so it didn't blow away in a rainstorm.
I was soaked.
Fucking just yelling, hold the line, as it's fucking picking up and shit.
Dude, when I get in those storms, man, I get in this fucking completely different attitude, and I'm just like shouting and screaming the whole fucking time. That was fucking great. I loved every moment of that.
I've actually got, I think this will probably be the last little tidbit that's mentioned on it. But with regards to media desensitizing people, one very good piece of media that I believe is towards the beginning of it. Of course, I'm not going to say definitively that nails down the beginning of it, because, I mean, hell, we've evolved as a people and shit. But, a 1930 film, All Quiet on the Western Front.
I've heard of that. And
I've seen it.
Referenced it a few times.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Like, when you have a movie made in 1930 that shows people dying from artillery barrages to the point to where a person is almost to safety and gets blown the fuck up, and as people are going in to try and possibly help him out, all that's left of him are 2 hands and part of his forearm on a barbed wire fence.
Well, to be fair, I feel like the 1950s really changed a lot for our society, because the "In God We Trust" wasn't even put on the American shit until the 1950s, including in our Pledge of Allegiance.
Which
the 50s atomic family was built in that time, and the whole they started censoring a lot of shit, including death and all sorts of stuff at that time.
Yeah.
And now look at it. Now it's fucking bedlam.
Yeah, which
I
of
feel
course
like you shouldn't be so desensitized to death, because it makes it worse when people die.
Thing is, though, this thing is 20 years prior to that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a bunch of shit got censored. for the longest time. Like the whole sexual movement in the 70s, the 60s and 70s was like a big thing because in the 50s and 40s and stuff, like it was taboo for like sex and nudity and all that shit.
Now it's liberating, and you're freaking that one big bitch that the internet is destroying right now.
Fucking
Lizzo?
Lizzo.
No, the other one that was on that podcast that everyone's calling Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, Jabba the Hutt. Coming, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Gorgoth the destroyer.
Dude, I saw one video where it showed her and she's like, I only date black men, and this black dude's like, no, and he just turned into a white dude, like.
I actually remember some video, something like that. It was different. It was this white girl. She looked a lot like a certain creature we won't mention right now that had affiliations with our editor. And she talked about on how basically she did not want any white person, that only if you're like colored or black, that because they're superior.
Yeah.
And it says, so only black boys hit me up. And then she gets a reply from a black guy who says,
like, we pass this to the Mexicans,
Yep, we pass this to the Mexicans. As a speaker for the Mexican community, we pass this to the Asians, then to the Greeks, the Spanish. It says we will pass this back to the white person and see what they say. And it was just a dude going, no.
No, we don't want it.
And I was like, it is so overwhelmingly sweet to see people come together to be based.
Yep.
I don't even know what based means.
At this point, the term kind of basically means you have a very blunt view. Like
basic.
I guess.
It's
So
kind
down
of
to
basic
earth.
adjacent.
Down
Something
to
like that.
earth.
Yeah.
That's based. Down to
Well,
earth.
Another-
considering the word base means literally like the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even then, if you do need a good foundation for a gate that keeps, it'll ruin everything.
Hey, way to cut to the next topic, dude.
Yeah, so if we want to talk about gatekeeping,
Gatekeeping ruins everything.
you
Oh
want to talk
god.
Gatekeeping.
Keep the gays.
if you want to talk about gatekeeping, I said it again, gatekeeping, refer back to episode 69.
Yes, there was
Elitist fucking goddamn
Super metal elitist.
gatekeeper.
and honestly, I think with the gatekeeping, I think metal genre probably has the biggest gatekeepers, because everyone's so protective of their genres and subgenres, but there's so many different subgenres and fucking blends of genres, and then there's just weird types of music that fits in neither category that has to make its own genre. But then if someone talks about that, then you get attacked because that's not that, you don't even blah.
Well, we're actually pretty good examples of that with the interest between all five of us, actually. Because, like, Matt, you're basically like in pretty much anything that's not radio friendly, right?
I like some radio stuff.
Yeah. And then if
They're not the radio isn't bad, it's just generic.
Yeah, and of course I'm basically an all-rounder. I don't care if it's generic as long as it's got some decent some decent shit about it. Connor is a little bit mine plus, well, actually he's about the same level, except I go a little bit harder than him.
I
Dalton.
legitimately was listening to fucking pagan fucking folk music the other day, and Ben was just chilling with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was fine. Like, the music's great. I love the music and that genre stuff. I'm not used to there, and it's not that it doesn't need to scream. It's just the vocal sounds super like a Viking Chad.
You have a different.
They sound like oiled up muscles. It's all of them, every single one of them.
Well, there's a lot of different like pagan folk.
I know, like
Skald, fucking.
Skald was great, man. Freaking Highland Healing.
At the same time, Matt, you have with regards to metal, because it all goes back, I believe. Like, y'all can correct me on this if I'm wrong, because I might be. But from my perception, it all goes back to what is your perception of a freaking display of power? basically, with regards to vocals.
A vulgar display of power
I
by
was just
Pantera.
about to- I was just about to say a vulgar one.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
go to-
Pantera enough for that.
You,
but all right.
you eat at Panera Bread
That's
because
the
they have a
most
vulgar
famous
display of
cover they
flour.
That's the most famous cover they have, where some dude just is getting jacked in the face.
Yes.
They
the
just got
cover
a
art.
fan who's like, who wants to be on the cover of our album? Like, I will. Like, we're gonna punch you in the face really fucking hard, and
I'd
then
take-
we're gonna take the best one out of those pictures and put it on it.
I'll take that. Fuck. Shit.
They don't take the punch in the face.
I'll take a punch in the face. I've taken a lot worse.
It's what he's used
Yeah, he's
to.
taking a dick.
No, I have not.
Yeah. Also, I think with gatekeeping, what sucks about it is because you're shutting out possible new fans.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like,
Like,
there's
you
a
wanna
lot
eat-
of gatekeepers for Avatar.
Well, like I said, especially with like anime or something, man. People are super divided on anime. It gets insane. That's why I never ask for recommendations, because everyone's got a fucking opinion on anime that watches it.
I mean, I'm a part of the Warhammer community and everything. You think y'all have bad gatekeepers? There's real bad gatekeepers in the Warhammer community.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
Warhammer's got so much fucking. Warhammer is the metal of like board games, dude.
Yeah,
There's so many subgenres, and there's books, and there's tabletops, there's video games, and all of them probably have their own set of lore and everything, man. The whole thing behind it is insanely massive.
You got an orc war machine. You want it to go faster? Paint that bitch red.
But
Like-
at the same time, I mean, a lot of the time I don't like gatekeepers because a lot of the times they're just fucking asshats.
They're asshats.
But
Yeah.
They are.
at the same time, there are also what the Warhammer community called tourists. They just show up, shit on everything, and demand that it be changed. And
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I understand if you want to branch out and get new fans to the community, to the fandom, because I mean, new blood is always good. Well, not always, but most of the time it's good. But there are also the times when it's like, why are you demanding that we change everything because you do not like this one particular thing? Like,
Because it's my feelings, and I'm more important than everyone else.
Exactly. Like, the big one going on right now is people demanding the inclusion of female space marines.
Why?
That's completely against everything.
It is against the lore because,
Love
long
you,
story
thank
short,
you.
the gene seed does not work with the female body. We already have a mainly all female army called the Sisters of Battle, and even then we have the Tau, we have the which are employ male and female. We have the Imperial Guard, which have male and female.
We got the
Yeah.
Eldar.
The
Eldar?
Eldar and the
Yeah.
Dark Eldar, they have female representation, and even there's the non-gendered. We have the Necrons
Yeah.
and technically the Tyranids,
Yeah.
and even the Orcs. They don't have they call each other the boys and everything, but at the same time, they don't reproduce by fucking. They reproduce by when they die, they release spores into the atmosphere.
They're pretty much bud.
Like they're fucking fungal monsters and everything. But
Yo, I know nothing about the 40k universe.
No, none of us
Oh,
do.
okay.
He's talking to himself right now,
I
but I
act-
mean, I'm
I
trying
know.
to.
Connor does. and Ben knows some
I know a little bit.
like
about the
What?
40k universe.
it's just
yeah.
it's just that people coming in and demanding that things change because they want it to fit their needs and everything.
Yeah, their narrative.
I mean, I wouldn't know if I would consider that gatekeeping. That's more like. There's another word for it. Gatekeeping is like
Long time
You-
fans
you
of
think
the
it calls-
setting
universe.
your own standards that you're not allowing anything to pass through that. Like when people
Well,
say
we get called.
ghost is,
A lot of people call it gatekeeping.
I'm sure it is. Like I said, I associate it more with music and mainly the metal community. I don't see it a lot in hip hop really, except for like what they call mumble rappers, which is the whole recent wave of rappers.
Yeah,
which is like I said, most of those are it's a passing fad, or half of them already fucking OD'd anyway.
Then you get like Tupac and Biggie Smalls and fucking.
See, and even
you know,
then,
Eminem, like I love those guys. I listen to shit to them.
I love Eminem. Tupac, dude, he's a rap god, bro. Eminem came in, made his fucking statement, and he had kind of a couple not so great albums, and then he got made fun of and came out and made a fire album just attacking everybody, which is like, ooh, someone else go after him so he can make fire, bro.
Yeah.
See, but there's people with talent like that you could hear that in their music, and then there's industry plants where it's clear that you're an industry plant. You got put in here because we can make money off of you with these generic fucking songs. The beats are good. That's what sucks. I hate hearing a fire ass beat, but it's just a trash song. Dude, there's a guy called Hobson, and
yes,
his whole shit it's the most realist. Everything you've ever thought of that you're upset about, like he puts it in words that you're like, dude, I fuck with you. And then he actually did a mumble rap song where he's like, man, I guarantee you when this comes out, everyone's gonna be like, yo, this shit was fire. But the fucking music video, he has like 12 cups stacked up and like, and it's all auto-tuned. And it does go hard, but he did that as a joke to be like, watch this song blow up. And it did blow up.
Yeah.
There was Avatar: The Last Airbender was put on Netflix pretty recently, and there was a fucking whole part of the community that hated the new people coming in, like talking about Avatar. And I saw a lot of stuff about like Uncle Iroh would not want you to gatekeep these people because he would
Absolutely
like you
not.
all to understand. Like he would like everyone to be part of the journey. And
See,
it's
and
that's a very Uncle Iroh thing.
That's so weird. Yeah, go on, Connor.
But
Go ahead.
no, you could.
Speaking of Iroh, there was a poll from that Avatar channel on YouTube, and it was like, who would win, Iroh or Ozai? Everyone picked Iroh, and I was just sitting here like,
Ozai.
my brother in Christ, he even said he couldn't beat Ozai.
Yeah,
and if he did, it would just look bad.
Looks at Ben. So we had that talk earlier about humility and pride, and there's a whole video that I watched online earlier. It was the other day. It was about how Ozai was absolute pride and absolute respect. Like you had to respect him, so you had to fear him. He abused you to like all that shit. But Iroh was very humble. I feel like Iroh probably could have defeated Ozai, but he was too humble to be able to do it. And he also knew that he shouldn't do it, so he gave that to Zuko, saying, hey, Aang should do it because it's better for the world. If I did it, it's just brother killing brother.
See, but for the people
pride
that
and humility is a different
for the people that are gatekeeping that show, it's a bit bewildering to me. It's like don't you want people? Everything. Yeah, well, it's like if I've had 3 people, actually I think 4, that I've gotten into Hunter x Hunter who, after a month or 2 of watching it, I get a message like, dude, Hunter x Hunter is badass, and I'm so excited. That gets me excited. Getting other people into stuff I'm excited about. I've never sat through all of Avatar. I never watched all of it.
I think
good.
you should.
I know, so does my wife. I'm not like.
But I mean, look at it like as an adult, because it goes over fucking
like
adult
Avatar. I don't fucking hate it. I just never set. It's the same thing with Adventure Time. I love it, but I've never sat through all of it.
What's up, Connor?
I've never
What you
seen
got? What you got?
No, I was just doing this.
But like it goes over so many things, like loss of a parent. It goes over like the fact that when you meet your other parent who left when you were a child, like not everything's fucking great. Like Katara's pissed off at her dad for a good while, and she doesn't know why. She like tries to fucking feel his feelings. Like talks about Toph running away from home and her abusive parents.
I
and, like,
know.
different
I
types
know.
of abuse. I love Avatar.
I know you love Avatar. I get it. I like it too. Like I said,
I even love Korra. Like Korra's a
I've
great
seen chunks of the entire show. I've just never started from episode 1 and ended.
My cousin Veronica said that I was like Uncle Iroh, and I started crying. I feel like I've kind of dedicated a lot of my personality to that.
Go for it. Go.
Yep. Go.
I thought he was gonna straight up do it on fucking camera.
I did
Badass.
They'll
I
be
know.
on our-
Uncle Iroh is like is my hero, and I kind of tried to look more into being, because in high school I was arrogant as shit. I was a fucking narcissist. Trust me, it's a lot
dude.
different. I was
Trust me.
bad. And I've gotten better over time because I feel like using all of that part of myself, I've probably lost a lot doing that, being that person, being that like arrogance asshole of a dude. But now I'm understanding, and I try to like see both sides of all stories. And if I see someone being an absolute dick to somebody, I'm like, well, why are you being a dick? Kind of a thing. Like I try to look at both sides.
Yeah, but sometimes there's just terrible people, and sometimes it's just their fate, or is that just a concept of it?
Oh!
That's some fucking fire today, boys.
I was gonna say.
Honestly, I gotta give props where it's due, and Matt.
Hold on, we
is
got
fucking-
one more transition to do, and then we'll give him props at that one. If he does it good.
You know what? I'll give him all the
Shit, now I'm gonna
propellers.
throw up too.
Now I'm curious, what is the Christian version of fate? Like, I have an idea on it, but what is
There's-
y'all's
I-
version of what it
For
could
my
be?
belief, fate is still kind of the same. Fate can't be changed. It's God's will, if you would, I guess.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, oh well, if God's such a good God, why does children have cancer? Like, all the bad shit is stuff we have created and manifested ourselves.
Yep.
God is a viewer. He is a passive viewer. He will actively give you many chances. Most people are blinded by it and don't care, or there's signs everywhere you go, whether it's from God or the universe or Freya or whoever your personal believer is.
Gods, or universe.
Absolutely. But with fate, it's an unescapable end or beginning, if you will. Like, everything that will happen.
There seem to be two conflicting versions of fate with the two Christians on this podcast.
Well, because like you're Catholic and he's non-denominational.
Yeah.
See, and like there's stuff, like you can change your fate, but in a way you kind of can't, because if you start changing it and you end up where you're at, that's where you were going to be anyway, because you started the change back here to get where you're at there.
Yeah, which everything has, like, I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything like that, Matt. I'm just saying that with
You're
the
wrong.
minutia,
Thanks.
cocksucker, with the minutia of everything, because like overall it would be the same thing with regards to self-fulfillment. You know what I mean? Self-fulfillment being like prosperity, happy family, all that good shit. Yeah, sure. But the minutia of it all, how you get there, will change. So
Yeah.
different elements of it will change. So technically your fate does kind of teeter a little bit depending on what's going on.
I'll bring up Donnie Darko kind of, because they talk about, they have that little
Yeah.
thing coming out of their chest. That's their fate and where they're going in life. That's their journey that they follow. But that's also where you get the multi-universe kind of concept, because every decision you make or don't make will determine your next decision to make or not make.
Well, of course, because it shuts a door that you would otherwise be able to go into. Like say my situation whenever I got out of the military. Y'all know about it. What if I was to be a first-time tester for staff sergeant and then keep on going on? Then 24 some odd years later, I retire as a chief master sergeant or whatever. Financially secure and all that bullshit, with a couple more deployments under my belt other than the 4 that I went on. It led to prosperity and shit. It's a different, that door closed, so now it's a different kind of grind to the same general outcome.
So,
Yeah.
To the pagans on this, me and Jase, the Njords, they weave our destinies and they basically they don't control our destiny, but they control the day we die, and it's up to us to live our life to get to that point. So our fate is we're gonna die on this certain day, like that's gonna happen. But
Midsommar, bro. We just watched that shit.
Well, this is just that's just general religion. Like Ben was talking about the Octostoop the other day, but it's like literally, your life is your life up until that point. The gods will give you things in the way, just to help you.
We actually talked about the Octostoop on the way when I was on the way home today.
Yeah, like they 1 to 18 is like what they said, spring. Freaking 18 to 36 is fucking summer or whatever. 36 to
like 54 or something.
Yeah, and then 54 to 75. Like, what happens at 75? Like, no, we're totally serious. Everyone that turns 75, they throw themselves off this fucking giant cliff and get their head smashed in if they're still alive.
Yeah, they hope to not miss.
So it's so they have another chance to go to Valhalla. But and even then, a lot of the pagans themselves, they don't necessarily because you have to die in battle, and even then, you have to be a great warrior. If you're not a great warrior, it doesn't matter. You're not going to Helheim, or you're not going to Folkvogner, you're not going to Valhalla. You're going to Helheim. You're going to go to Niflheim. You're going to go to whatever. Because not every soldier gets picked.
Of course not.
No.
And me as a Christian, trying not to be a dick, like you're all going to hell.
Well, it's not your place to judge us.
I know it's not. That's why I said me being a dick. I try not to think like that because I try to respect other people's religions or non-religions because your shit doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna we can disagree and still be fucking buddies.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. You're one of my all-time best fucking friends, and I have plenty of disagreements with you. But you know what? True Christians are not fucking Karens.
That's true.
The true ones,
honestly, a true Christian does not judge, but loves each other no matter what.
You know when you meet someone who is actually in love with the Lord because they are the most inviting. They don't look through you. They don't look at what you're wearing. They just see I get to meet this person today and just give them just be nice to them. Because there's people you meet that automatically stone-faced, you and he shouldn't even be in church. When it's then I've gone to churches where, even when I was in a Celebrate Recovery, man, I stuck out there, but then I started playing drums for them, and even though I showed up all in a mohawk and oh, you gonna play drums for us tonight? I love how you play. It's beautiful.
To be fair, there are a lot of gatekeeping Christians too.
There's a lot of gatekeepers with anything.
In all religions, yes,
absolutely.
But there are a lot of gatekeeping Christians that you have to my aunt. She told me that I had to always dress up nice to go to church, and I asked her why did God care what I wore? Because in the Bible they just wore robes. They didn't care. God doesn't care what we wear.
Yeah.
God just cares that we're a good person, right? And she's just you have to dress nice. Stacy, that's not how it goes.
A perfect representation of that was the first pair of skinny jeans I bought in Odessa. I bought my first pair of male skinny jeans.
Oh, yeah.
And my Mexican grandparents at the time, we were, hey, we're going to church. So I put them on. She's like, you need to change. I was like, why? You need to change. You're not wearing those to church. Why can I not wear these? I just bought these pants. I know I don't wear skinny jeans before, but now I am. It's a thing. But that was just super weird. It was she was embarrassed of me having that. God wouldn't care.
Even looking at y'all's Bible, a lot of the stuff that's said in it just doesn't make sense to me. I feel an all-loving and all-knowing God, he would not sit there and judge us for wearing two different types of fabrics like in the Old Testament, but I know the Old Testament doesn't count.
Old Testament, New Testament is...
Yeah, I know. The New Testament's the one that you look at, but it's just one of those, I feel your God does not give a fuck what you're wearing, who you love. I feel he just cares that you love as a person and generally are a nice person.
Go with the general fucking theme.
I had a theory. Sorry to interrupt, but I had a theory that it was a long time ago, and it was with Scotty Hurtado, and I said, what if your god just sits there and he just like threw the stuff into Earth just to see what it would do, and he was looking at us going, oh, son of a bitch, they got sentient. Like, he was just surprised, you know? And then he's like, I'm gonna have to make up a bunch of stuff to see what happens. And he just kind of threw stuff at the wall and realized it didn't work out, so he made the New Testament to see how that would work out better. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of how I felt it went.
The Old
Like,
Testament was.
You're not off.
what the fuck was going on at the first?
You're not wrong.
The Old Testament was the first draft with no proofreading.
Yeah, basically. Like Lucifer himself was like, dude, God, I think you fucked up a little bit. He's like, yeah. Secondly, in Christianity, not to get all super religious, why is nobody just prayed like for forgiveness to the devil? Like, why is the devil just like, he's an absolute evil? I get it, but
He embodied it.
But like humans,
but he doesn't
but-
want the forgiveness. He
know,
wanted
but
to
if-
be God, and therefore that was
nobody-
his downfall.
But nobody ever just prays that maybe someday he decides to want the forgiveness.
See, but that's his fate. It is his fate. He chose that. He was one of the highest adorned
Angels.
angels. He was like God's right hand fucking man. And then he was like, dude, I could do this better than you. And like his pride was his fall. Like he was so prideful, but now once you're taking away from the love and the light of the Lord, that's when all the stuff can mutate. He's no longer that person. He is now the devil.
Yeah.
Like
I always
it's all
believe in redemption of others. Like, I believe people. I give everybody one chance after they fuck me over once. That's it. I give them one. That is
For
it.
sure.
I don't give them a third chance. I give them I give them one. That's it. I've done enough of that 2 to 3 times shit. Like, it's one of those that if, say, one of you guys stab me in the back, I give you one more chance. If you don't do it, you're fucking done. I'm done with you. I doubt you guys would ever do it, but I'm just saying.
No, yeah, I don't. That ain't me, and I don't fuck with people that do that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Connor, what's up?
I wouldn't stab you in the back. I'd do what Grunt would do and stab you in the front.
Like
There
a
you
real friend.
Fuck yeah.
But I always try to at least see a goodness in why somebody did the way they did. Because I had it once. It was
You had a bug.
friend.
You had a bug on you. I had to get it off.
I had my friend Brooklyn. She sided with her friends who decided to be the absolute biggest dicks in the world to me for no reason. They all straight up stabbed me in the back. And Brooklyn sided with them. And then later realized they were wrong and came back and I said, all right, that's your one. Like, if you do it again, I'm done. Like, but I understand why you sided with them because you've been friends with them forever. Like, I try to see both sides. I try to forgive where it makes sense to forgive. But like, some people, Ben can attest to that one, I'm not going to forgive. Like, even if it's one time, I'm not going to forgive those sins. Because those,
Like his ex-wife.
that's what I'm getting at. It's just one of those, that sort of sin does not need to be forgiven.
There's a scalability with that one.
Because I still
freebie.
can't find a reason why it happened. Like, why
Sometimes
she
there's
did
none. Sometimes there's none. There were just wicked people that want to hurt as much as possible. Because when I was in Celebrate Recovery, one thing they would say constantly is hurt people, hurt people.
Yes.
Misery loves company. That's why I show everyone all the dead and death shit. Because if I've seen it and I've ruined my conscience, like, y'all have to see this person, skull fuck this person.
To be fair, my fucking soul and shit has been fucked for a long time. But
Truth be told, Matt, you can show me any fucking thing. I'm down for the ride
And
regardless.
like I said, if it really truly upset you, I don't send everything I send to you. I send to Connor. I send Connor some stuff just to kind of poke at him a bit, but I'm not. He don't need to see the Vomit Gore trilogy.
No.
especially not right now.
Yeah, definitely not right now. I honestly wish if it was just gore, it'd be a lot more watchable. But like
The Al Gore trilogy.
the Al Gore trilogy, like this is a super ethereal trilogy. It's super ethereal.
We're destroying the planet, everyone.
Whoosh.
And Bear Pig.
Oh god.
I mean, I guess that was kind of fate. We more got into a religious little thing.
I mean, fate is kind of a religious
it's. I think it's very tied to get. It's like the universe is
Atheists
all.
don't believe in a fate. They don't believe that anything could guide us or that any of that shit. Trust me, I know this really well.
I know, you used to be an atheist until you literally died and your soul left your body, and then you were aware that, holy fuck, I have a soul?
There is fate. There is things in the world that guide us.
And that had to happen to kind of give you this awakening. Even though you're not a Christian, which is fine. Like, the fact you believe something now. I find it weird how atheists have to constantly spew everything. Like, how do you preach nothingness? You're so adamant about turning people away from God or whatever they believe, Buddhism, fucking Nordism.
You would almost think that it's part of their religion.
But it's not. You preach nothing. It's an oxymoron.
I can understand where they come from, especially when you see like a lot of evil, and then a lot of Christians preached that God himself is an all-knowing God, all-good God. God gave us free will in your religion.
Free will is what, that changes the tides. That gives us the shit.
And I feel like God does not, he gives us the tools to do better. He gives us the ability to do better. He doesn't give you the strength. He shows you that you can get it. And he gives you the guide and he gives you the book. He's like, hey, this is what you need. Like, here, find it yourself. He doesn't just give you shit. My gods, they don't give you shit.
No, you first ask, then you shall receive.
And you have to earn it. Jesus said, help those who help themselves. Those who decide to not help themselves, who can't help themselves, who can help themselves but don't fuck with those people. It's annoying, and god damn it, I'm tired of it. But to themselves, help those who are trying to do better, who are trying to do good. Yeah. I've got into a very Christian soapbox as a Norse pagan.
It's all good, dude, because
it's beautiful.
To help you guys for sure. But I mean, even then, I don't disbelieve in your God. I don't disbelieve in Yahweh or Jehovah, whatever you fucking want to call him, or whatever the actual name is. I don't disbelieve in him. I just don't necessarily agree with his fan club. I believe in a lot of different gods.
SLC Punk 2.
Well, at the same time, everybody's fan club can be a little bit of a handful.
Jesus can be shit.
They all have their bad apples. They all have their good apples.
I mean, shit. That's a fucking reference back to Gatekeepers and shit with the PC gaming community. I am not one of them. You guys know,
we do make the joke. We do make the joke quite often, but I don't know, Ben. You kind of can be gatekeepy at times, though.
Well, hold on.
He's not so much gatekeepy. He's just cunty.
No. Y'all three know me. Y'all three have known me since I was a teenager. Jase, you're a little bit later to the party, but you get the same Cliff's Notes.
Yeah, bitch.
When it comes to anything PC oriented, I'm a very constructive, production kind of guy. I want to
let yours die already.
Fuck no, I can't afford to let it die.
Ben, you can't afford to rub $2 together to make a fire to fucking make food.
You can fucking sell a kidney, Ben. You only need one.
Let's go for money.
You can sell a testicle to $25,000.
Good thing I have 3.
Y'all see me drink alcohol for 73 previous episodes. I can't afford to lose a kidney, but
I even bought you fucking alcohol.
Which
I have alcohol too.
Well, you can sell a testicle on the dark web.
Well, fine, Ben. If you don't want to sell a kidney, sell a lung.
No, because I'm trying to get back into physical fitness.
Have you tried selling a fane?
I can't sell a lung.
Yes.
Bump.
But no, my whole thing is I'm more than happy to get somebody into something, but I'm not about to say that what they have is a piece of shit. If it goes completely against what they aspire to do, let's say play such and such game, whatever the fuck, then I'll tell them straight. But at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking dehumanize them for it.
Yeah, he's not belittling them for being wrong or anything. Although he is, like I said, if he'll spit the facts out in like a douchey way sometimes, but it's still like it's a fact. You can't argue with the fact. And sometimes he's wrong, and I'll give him when he's wrong. He admits he's wrong.
Yeah.
2023, you can apparently argue a fact.
But,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Jase can fucking confirm. One of the main reasons why I'm still in my sister's fucking Discord server is because of tech help with regards to computer hardware. I will spit the facts to you regardless of how scathing it is. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, look, your fucking system is shit. You gotta build a new one. Or, hey, you need a new graphics card. Hey, you need a new SSD. Hey, you need faster RAM. Hey, you need more RAM. Hey, you need more storage.
Okay, stop. You don't have to fucking keep going. It's like the fucking Cessna all over again.
I told you he was
Cessna and explained the entire history behind it the other day.
I didn't explain the history of a Cessna. I just said it was a Cessna 152, and the plane that touched down after it was a Mooney.
You're doing it again.
Ben, shut your cocksucker for 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck you.
Ow.
10 minutes is a good blowjob.
Yeah, Ben, get on it.
10 minutes is a good blowjob. Sounds like an emo band name.
That does.
Or at least they like an emo song title.
Yeah.
I'm the emo kid, non-conforming as can be.
You'd be non-conforming too if you look just like me. I got paint on my nails and makeup on my face. I'm almost emo enough to start shaving my legs, cause I feel real deep when I'm dressing in drag. I call it freedom of expression. Let's just call me a fag, cause our dudes look like chicks and our chicks look like dykes, cause emo is one step below transvestite. I don't know that song like the back of my fucking head.
I feel like tacos.
I almost remember all of the fucking lyrics to that song.
For a second, I thought he was making that up on the fly, man.
No.
It's called the emo song. It's there's these people called Adam and Andrew who actually went on to make Hollywood Undead, which is that's a douchey band. That is like one of the douchiest fucking bands. I hate them.
Definitely.
I kind of liked Hollywood Undead too.
The music is fine, but they're fucking assholes, and I refuse to listen to it because they're such like.
By the way, the person who got me into A Little Piece of Heaven and Avenged Sevenfold actually was my ex-girlfriend Kayla. I meant to say that last night to you guys, but I completely forgot.
Yeah, singing that with you three boys driving was fun as fuck.
Hey, it was like the trip from the gas station to my house was almost that entire song.
That's why I picked it. I was like, man, I still wanted to listen to My Chemical Romance, but I was like, yo, this is like a 10-minute song. We got it.
It was an amazing fucking time, and the fact that we fucking split it off too with the male and the female parts and shit.
I went country on it. Like every time I sing that song, I dip into my country accent.
I really always knew that my little crime would be cold.
I got a heater for your thighs.
I know it's not your time, but
Bye.
And a word to the wise when the fire dies and make it over, but it's just begun.
Yeah.
Maybe bring the corpse and turn the lights down low.
Then we start stroking nice and slow.
It hurts to laugh. Damn it.
I swear to God, we need to make a fucking duet or something. Like,
dude, we still need to write like rad bromance. I'm gonna do it eventually.
We gotta write it.
Bromance,
we all gotta.
Instead of bad romance, it's rad bromance.
Yeah, it's a rad romance. It's about bros.
Me and Connor thought about it a long time ago. It's like, that's fucking great.
We gotta have Connor in on that shit. He's the original. He's one of the original buds.
If we ever filmed it, it would be a movie that represents our world today.
Caught in a rad bromance. Whoa. I can't sing, so.
I can.
Caught in a rad romance.
Man, you can't sing either.
I'm actually pretty decent.
I want your friendship. I want your bromance. I need
your hand in my pants.
I want your friendship. I want your K-bar.
No.
With that,
why
we
do you have to bring up the K-bar in every conversation? You don't have to bring it up all the time.
I got a knife. I wear my glasses inside.
I wear my sunglasses while driving at night, guys, and drive fucking like 20 miles under the speed limit.
Oh, fuck you.
Dude, it's kind of funny speaking of the movies that represent our times and everything, but with like 90s movies, every bad guy and henchman always all in black, wearing shades in a dark basement all the time. Like even watching Blade, I'm like, it's so dark. How are you seeing right now?
You mean Ben in high school?
I didn't wear shades all the time. It's just when I went outside because my eyes are sensitive as fuck. What's up, Connor?
Gonna get on a mild well, not a soapbox, but it's gonna be a bit to talk about. So,
an apple box. Let's go. Boom. Film guys will know it.
On Saturday, when I woke up at one point, I was trying to watch videos, or at least a good amount, while I was laying down. Very hard to when you're puking, shitting, and having a headache, but a video did come up for me that caught my attention because I never knew the exact thing about it, and it was Akira. So, one reason I avoided it was because I saw the scene of the climax where the dude, like, fucking molts into this giant
Have you never seen Akira?
thing. No, I've seen the synopsis for it, but I always avoided because, like, things
Get
being...
on it.
I know.
a very small percentage of the movie.
I know.
It's such a small percentage.
I know now, but like I said, because I detest the idea of things being eaten. I don't like it. I mean, if it's animals, it's an entirely different thing. But if it looks like a person is eating a
Do you like John Carpenter's The Thing?
It's a horror. That's a hard thing to technically describe why I like it so much. I think it just plays into
It's
the
literally just like that, only there's a bit more mech to it.
I guess. But yeah, anyway, back to the Akira. I know, but back to the Akira thing. So I did watch it and a philosophy about it, and there was one note about it, or one thing that was said in the movie that hit me a bit. So for one, I learned the movie was also kind of a warning against nuclear weapons, which we kind of have right now.
Balloons.
Yeah.
Which we basically have at this point. But there's a line a character says to the main character, and it's something like, even if you give an amoeba the power of God, all it's going to do is just try to consume more. Like, even if it knows about what it can do, it's just going to continue to do what it's going to...
What it knows, yeah.
Yes. Which was kind of the whole thing with Tetsuo. It's like, sure, he has a godlike powers, but with how he is, he's just going to do that. And then at the end, that's when he does the giant fucking
and
thing.
don't get me wrong, that is like the most famous scene from it, other than the bike slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's very terrifying. I will give you that. I've seen it a handful of times. I actually watched it on acid last time I was tripping, which was insane. But there's a scene when that happens, and his fear in his voice of like, help! I can't stop it! Like, what's happening? And then this one girl actually starts getting... Yeah, and she gets popped. Yep. And then you hear him like, I can feel all of her pain through my entire body, because he absorbed her and her pain as he killed her.
Yeah.
And like, dude, it's a trip of a movie, but it
is. And
the moment you turn it on, like I said, you can see every pin drawing, you see every stripe. It's so gorgeous.
I know. I think that's another reason why the whole like baby scene got me, is because it wasn't just simply this giant flesh baby consuming. It was so graphically detailed. Like the thing that I loved about seeing Akira for a bit was just everything felt lovingly designed.
Very much so.
The person who made it, who animated it, they were just like, we have to take care of this thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I like anime today.
Into it, man.
I like anime. I'm a massive fucking weeb, if you need proof.
Not a girl.
But,
yeah.
But respect to the
girlfriend, so I don't have any of that stuff around.
I know. Anyway, but to Akira, it's just, it has more detail and love put in it than some anime today.
It's because
you see the time and effort they put into making it. And actually, if you start reading it, it goes way beyond the movie.
Yeah,
so far beyond the movie.
Technically, Akira, the movie, came out a little bit before the manga finished. so it ended differently than the manga did. But one thing I found depressing was that Tetsuo's girlfriend, you know, the chick you mentioned that got popped.
Yep, popped.
She dies just as sadly in the manga as the movie.
Dude, the manga, he treats her just like a fucking hoarder rape all the time.
No, yeah, he has sex slaves.
He's a piece of fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what's weird about Akira is you see the dude on the cover, you think that's Akira, like, no, that's Kaneda. That's like not even the main character. He's just trying to help Tetsuo out. With a sweet ass fucking like ray gun, like.
Yeah.
I have a song. I have a song real quick. And it's just the grease of tell me more, like, can we watch some 4?
Anyway,
get on some Vor
website for a minute. Like,
I guarantee you there's
I'm not already on them.
Like meat then. Get swallowed, bud.
Stop. Anyway.
Look at his face, you creepy little fuck.
Dude, Jonah and the whale, that got me off and fucking fucking Bible school.
You're just out there swimming
by the whale, like,
yes. Whale comes against me. Ooh.
Tell me more, like.
If Brendan Fraser's character was named Jonah, then Dalton would fucking bust.
Stop.
His name was the whale, dumbass.
Yeah, Jonah and the whale.
You mean Jonah and Brendan Fraser as the whale?
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway.
But no, yeah, okay. Is that you still got it? You got a tangent?
The last bit I was gonna say is hilariously. You said that scene is infamous with Akira. Currently, there's a meme running around from Akira. It's a scene where Tetsuo's like holding his head, saying "Leave me alone," and then he gets like little
all the
flashbacks.
like, why can't you like normal girls? And it's all the goth fucking Disney chicks.
Well, there's other stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
The last one I saw was literally him trying not to think about Among Us, but that's all he could think of. And another one was like Big Chungus twerking, which is unnecessarily detailed.
My movie that we're living in now is Idiocracy.
Yep,
You're not
what I was gonna say.
fucking wrong.
There is a guy in the Texas goddamn Congress his name is Camacho. He's running for fucking Congress. And I'm like, is it Terry Crews in a wig? Please tell me it's Terry Crews in a wig.
Composer.
And in South by Southwest, Terry Crews played President Camacho and went around Austin as President Camacho. But that shit is becoming more and more real every fucking day. And I hate the fact that it is, because people are absolute fucking idiots and they don't realize that they are.
Yeah, my wife was a tard and now she's a pilot.
But like, my friend Gabe has said it more than once, that being an idiot is like being dead. It's everybody else's problem but yours.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize that you're being dumb. I mean, look at Jase.
Yeah.
I wake up and I make it everybody else's problem.
The gods have chosen a day for me to live another day. I'll make it everybody else's problem.
The world would be better off without you. That's why I have to keep living.
Fuck yeah,
that's kind of why I'm still alive today. Is
at this point,
the gods won't let me die. 2, I
put the
don't
knife up.
2, yeah, thank you, Connor. 2, I believe that I'm gonna make everybody else's problem. And C, death is a bitch. It ain't taking me like that again.
I mean, I feel like that's one reason each of us can agree why we keep ourselves alive. It's spite. Because someone out there may be happy if we pass.
Especially Ben's sake. Yeah, like if Ben's sake, there's somebody that would definitely be happy, but fuck it, make her life a living hell.
Yep.
It's going to be a struggle, but you know what? I'm the bus driver.
Jase will make all of our food reserves absolutely strained, and that's why he still lives, to make it everybody else's problem.
When I die, the food reserves will be increased by at least 10%.
Both, bud. You and me both. The meat consumption will go down.
This is why I love you guys.
Scientists recorded Jase's last words before he passed, and they came out like this.
Yes, I want
Snorlax.
Oh,
no,
I went with the Snorlax joke, but okay.
My last words were "You come from with Han Solo."
He's about to do what? Wookie nipple pinche.
Fuck you, Chase. Ow.
throws himself into the fucking woods like, I am Jabba the Hutt.
I'm
You know,
Jabba the
I'll
Hutt.
totally give you Idiocracy.
Yes.
I think one movie that actually
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
it's from the 60s, early 70s. But I watched it recently and it's very relevant today. Relevant like an elephant.
Relevant? Like
Rele-
Jase?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the elephant in the room that's relevant.
Like the
to
Jase in the
situation.
room.
But
There you go. Yeah.
no, man, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Fearing and Love the Bomb, because it was all about. It's completely skewed from the book. The book is taken very seriously, and it's one of Stanley Kubrick's only comedies he ever made.
Oh.
But like,
That makes sense. The title
yeah,
was
the
weird,
whole
but
thing
once I...
is that there's a fucking army commander guy who has the permission to pass this code which bypasses every higher up in case he feels threatened, and he starts to think, oh, I don't even have sex with women anymore because women are going to take my fluid from me and they're going to use it as like war against me. So he issues, hey, we're going to send all these bombers out and drop these nukes all over the world. Like, we're doing this hammer down fucking thing. And then the whole movie is, because there's even a scene, all the people in the war room, like, what did I say? There's no fighting in the war room, and like, the war room. But no, man, like, even Russia calls and like their whole thing, like, well, yes, well, okay, I'm sorry I didn't say hi earlier, but how are you and your family doing? Yes, I know, I will call more, I'm sorry. We've just been busy, like, and then once they finally realize, like, we don't need to blow everything up, one of the planes already had its comms shot, so there's still one plane that no one can get a hold of that is going to drop the fucking nuke.
Yep.
And that's how it ends, man. They can't get the nuke stuck, and they're like, it's been a pleasure working with you, sir. And he puts on a cowboy hat, kicks that shit, and woo!
Oh, I've seen that scene before.
Yes, of course.
That's a
Mhm.
famous
Of course,
scene.
my horse.
Dude
I got another
screaming
one.
like a madman.
I got another one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
Like that one.
Oh my
I can
god!
Wrong movie.
Oh,
see. It kind of like a Logan's Run, Soylent Green, The Island, kind of a mixture of those. Like, those three are kind of similar movies, but like those three movies definitely would be like a dystopian society that we've currently gone into, because the idea of having a cloning facility that like you can clone these people, and like if you need an organ they can give it to you, or Logan's Run where you're living in a place that you're stuck in, like, you know, kind of like, I don't know how to explain Logan's Run, honestly, at this point. I'm a little inebriated. But basically a guy
You're a little
escapes-
inbreeded.
I am, by the way. That's a whole other story. But not my parents, obviously, but it's like 6 generations ago. Anyway, there
Right.
was 6 generations ago, 2 cousins married each other, and it's like my direct descendant. I'm direct descendant.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, as Christians, we all came from 2 people, so like, I'm all about it, baby.
And that's why we look very similar as Slatons. Like, we all look the fucking same because of 2 people who married each other. We are all either products of rape or incest, so... especially if you're Christian, we all are. But Logan's Run is this guy lives in this like perfect society, and he realizes it's not a perfect society, and he goes out and he tries to escape, which is similar to the 2005 The Island with Ewan McGregor, which is incidentally the second time he played in a movie with clones.
If he had a nickel for every time, he'd have 2.
In that year.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So like all of them are kind of like leaving a like utopian area, realizing it's not a utopia. It's just a fucking shroud of something. So if you look at our society, how everyone tries to think that, oh, America is the greatest place in the world. I mean, we are good. Don't get us wrong. I would prefer to live here than say Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But like
We're far
we
from the
do,
best.
but we do have our problems that are hidden behind everything. So.
Absolutely, man. It kind of makes me think of a Hot Fuzz when he goes to and they're like, oh, for the greater good. Like, we haven't had crime here at all, and that's because all the higher ups are getting together and killing anyone who's somewhat even does anything. Like, even the little gold man, he was down there too. There's no crime because you're murdering every person that might be a potential criminal.
Matt showed me that movie, and I thank you for showing me that movie. That was a very fun movie.
Dude, the Cornetto trilogy is great. That's Shaun of the Dead,
really is.
Hot Fuzz, and At World's End.
Yeah.
I watched a video about all 3 of those movies that are combined together the other day. It was like a 30-minute video.
They are.
Yeah.
It's great.
But it's kind of funny how many movies we have that say we live in a perfect society, and then you could literally put
society.
Yeah,
Society.
you know what I mean. Perfect
Sex.
society, but then literally every time it's mentioned, you could put a line underneath it and then put except it wasn't perfect. Like
Every society is perfect, except it's not.
I
Because
mean,
we haven't made
just-
it yet.
I mean, the only other, I don't know. I could think of movies that I'd really want to. Akira wasn't a comparison. I mean, you could if you want, but I mean, we don't have psychics running around and giant flesh babies.
Not
Well,
yet.
Yes,
Minority
we do. What
or-
are you talking about? Half of them are fucking castrating themselves chemically and sewing things to their bodies and like
If you,
all the extreme body mods where they're like, I can't find a job. And I'm like, because you turned yourself into a demon.
if you think about it, Minority Report is already in place.
Yes.
Yo, Philip K. Dick wrote the future.
Philip
Everything
K.
Philip K.
wrote
Dick
the
has
future.
been very much
Philip
like.
Kick Dick.
Nah, dude.
You
Philip
threw
K.
some
Dick.
respect on that fucking name, bud.
Okay,
He was-
Sir Philip K. Dick.
He was born in 1928 and died in 1950.
Granted, all he did was
Oh,
a lot of
82.
fucking.
82, yeah.
He did a
82.
lot of drugs, but
I was about to say something that was gonna be a cop out because it's not a fucking movie; it's a show. I was gonna say Simpsons.
Yeah.
Simpsons
Yes.
did
How many-
it. Simpsons did
Simpsons
it.
did it.
Simpsons
Simpsons
did it.
did it.
Simpsons
So-
did it.
They also have predicted the future several times, but I think it's because Matt Groening is actually for the future, and that's why he made Futurama.
That's fair.
No, I think it's when you're pulling out of the ether when creating subconsciously, it gets put in there. And then when it does happen, because they put out so much content, like why wouldn't some of this stuff be accurate?
I feel like also they themselves are very very intelligent people considering Futurama, and so when you look into it, it would not put it past them to be able to see like things that might
Yeah, you
happen
could
through
project
like
what-
yeah. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Like, Donald Trump in the 90s even talked about running for president as a Republican because Republicans will vote for fucking anybody. It's a Republican.
Well,
he said those exact words.
Dude, Keith Given on his Facebook, he had one of those
he
like
came out and said he edited those.
he
Yeah.
edited it.
Yeah,
He edited it.
later-
Oh, that's
later.
bullshit.
I know, right? I was thinking, I was wanting to let you go with it, but I didn't feel good as a person.
No, yeah, because I would
'Cause,
like why
yeah, it makes you look
Simpsons
dumb.
did it.
I say the most fucked up shit, but like if I state something wrong, I will correct it. But I'd like
Oh.
to not be incorrect.
I'll say this: that motherfucker is probably the most lefty of all the capital R's. But whatever. With regards to films that would represent society, I would have to agree with Dalton on fucking Idiocracy, and I knew he was going to fucking say it.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, because
Go away, Baton.
let's fucking face the facts. People live on a here and now kind of basis. They splurge on dopamine hits like drug addicts never would. Like
It's because it's so easily accessible and it's instant now. That's
Yeah,
why
it-
you like. Oh, my post got like 34 likes.
I mean, hell, even to a degree, we're suffering from, we're examples of that shit as well because we look at how much our outreach is. You know, I mean, I sent that shit to you, or I showed that to you and Dalton personally. I sent that shit to us in the group chat. It's just
To be fair, TikTok and Vine and the YouTube
fair.
Shorts, to be fair, are basically set up for people with ADHD.
And most
Yeah.
of
not
us,
wrong.
even if we didn't have it, they assumed we had it because we were being children.
Yeah, because like I don't fucking like TikTok or Vine because I hated how short the shit was. I love watching 30-minute YouTube videos about like some subject that I was not privy to. I learned fucking Aramaic fucking writing one morning because I was bored and I saw somebody on Facebook have a fucking thing about it.
Who has
Beautiful writing, that's what
ADHD?
it's called.
I mean, sometimes it's too short. The only time I got on TikTok, I wasted my entire night. I didn't sleep. I didn't learn anything. I didn't do anything. I was pissed off at myself. I was like, I could have drawn. I could have watched a movie. I could have played a game, but I didn't. I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. It was hell. And I love easy, quick shit. Like that's why I love Robot Chicken so much. Because my attention span, I get all these quick like that one wasn't that good. I can see this shit and move on. But I also do like to focus on bigger, longer stuff. I mean, fuck. I was excited to see Beau is Afraid, and I knew that was going to be a 3-hour movie. But I was I want it longer, honestly.
That was a weird movie, but I loved it. But like, Connor doesn't like TikTok and shit because it's a fad and he hates fads.
He's a natural born contrarian, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Contrarian, yes, but I will admit there are funny TikToks. The problem is most of us just have a lot of nostalgia and care about Vine. Not to mention, there's also a lot of really fucked up shit and cringe stuff you can find on TikTok. So that's
true.
The main reason.
But that's everywhere, though. I mean, I use Facebook, and Facebook is a funnel for all of Instagram and TikTok and stuff nowadays.
I don't have ADHD, so I don't like sitting there and seeing short-ass shit, because I feel like I need... Yes, you, Matt, and Ben has ADD, and I don't know about Jase.
I have ADHD.
Yes, but I don't. And I sit there and I'm like, there needs to be more context to this. Because our videos, our fucking shit's like an hour and a half long. Yeah.
For me, when
it's several episodes.
It really depends what it is. For me, like, I love long movies just because you get more story and back character development. But even then, if I watch a movie and I don't know what it is, I can't wait to go to YouTube and find like a 40-minute breakdown of every scene and what it means. Like, I love that shit.
But people with ADHD hyper focus on one thing. Like, and I could like they could hyper focus on something and sit there for like 4 or 5 days on one thing and just over and over again like absorb that shit. Connor will listen to the same song 1,000 times. I don't know how he does it. But
guilty.
He does. Yeah,
I will beat that song to death until I find a new song to beat to death.
It's an ADHD thing. It's a thing that y'all do. I can't do that. I'll listen to it 2 to 3 times, think it's good, and then I'll later listen to it after listening to a fuck ton of other things. I've seen Matt listen to the same song fucking 86 different times. Like, to me, I don't know how to do it. It's just because I don't have that mindset.
Leave me alone. I've been enjoying that song by Polyphia.
Which one?
Fantastic.
Which one is it again? Let me look it up.
I can't say anything because one of the things I love to learn, or after I learned about it, was the clip of in the Mario movie when Donkey Kong shows up and you hear the DK rap.
DK, Donkey Kong. I saw someone put the DK rap over a Death Grip song, and it hit so perfectly.
I think mine's bigger than yours, Ben. Longer, maybe not. Girthier.
How to tell? This is 6 inches.
Ben looks like an edgelord. Connor looks like he's about to kill his school.
But yeah,
I'm putting it away.
Connor, this is 6 inches right here. From here to the thumb, that is 6 inches.
Yeah, from here to the thumb is 6 inches.
Oh,
so
I was going for blade first.
Long.
Yes, you did right, Connor. Go to your blade, Ben. I feel like Ben's is a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the biggest hands here. Like, no, you don't.
I like how Ben has to talk about, like, yes, I have a big dick. Like, Ben, calm down. We know it's small.
No, Connor whipped it out first, and I was like, all right, whatever.
Why do you have to compare everything?
All right, does anyone else have another movie they want to talk about?
Honestly,
I don't know.
Part of me wanted to fucking mention Idiocracy with how short-term everybody's fucking memory is, and it's like everybody bases everybody bases their opinion on something that they've seen that caters to to some kind
But
of.
it's usually their uncle on Facebook.
Well, no. It caters to a criteria that they find themselves most at home with. Not necessarily their uncle on Facebook, although there are people that do that.
I don't even talk to my uncles.
Case in point, there's actually a guy that I've known since my through my enlistment and everything. He and I could not be more wrong with, or could not be more different with anything. Worse yet, while I am really good with a debate, like if I was on the lesser side of the debate or the winning side of the debate, I don't fucking care. I'll debate anybody. Y'all know I'll take anybody on. I don't
Are you
anybody?
Would you say that you're a master debater?
I'm a master debater, dude. Fucking shoot that
I
load.
will master debate anyone at any time. The first time I ever did it, it was in my closet, and I master debated with my cat.
There you
Yeah,
go. Wait,
I will
what?
jerk off during an argument.
Oh, fuck. Why do I make myself laugh?
But no.
'Cause you're a dumbass.
But no, like this guy, he gets emotionally involved in whatever viewpoint he has, and if you have a contrarian opinion, then you are automatically viewed as the fucking enemy.
Meanwhile,
Dalton, you know who I'm talking about.
wait, are we talking about the...
No, not Delgado. Delgado's
You
a good
sure?
guy.
Because he kind of proved it on the metal.
Talking about, right?
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Fuck him and his fucking family ruining ass self.
But
I hope
no,
he
like,
listens to this. I really do. I don't like. He's a dumbass.
but no. Like, the dude, he gets. I honestly think he needs to see a different freaking psychiatrist or some shit, because he gets emotionally involved to the worst degree with anything that he wants to put his name behind. And if he is wrong, if he is, if there's something that doesn't exactly play out the way that he, wants it to, he doesn't care. If it's not in his corner, then he doesn't want anything to do with the person that's the opposite corner as him. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you.
I know, because you fuck with them quite often.
Oh, yeah. I love fucking with him. So... that might be bad on me for being a shit starter, but you know what? If you're so fucking weak that words hurt you, then I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody hurts.
Sometimes.
I'm drunk.
I'm
Nice.
fucking drunk too, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Huh?
We got anything else?
What
I
do
think
we
that
got?
might be everything.
Chase, do you have a movie? You didn't say a movie.
I did say one. I agreed with you with Idiocracy.
Yes,
We
Idiocracy.
all
However,
agreed with idiot.
Wait.
We're living in idiocracy.
I
Yes.
have a movie.
What you got? What you got?
7.
what?
7?
7?
Maybe not exactly 7,
Like what's
but
in the box? 7
I don't know. I guess the
Like-
point of just like,
with Brad Pitt.
oh yeah, that
What's in
movie.
the box?
What's in the fucking box? I don't know. I just wanted to mention 7. I mean,
Just-
it definitely has some ties to today in a way you could think of. Like, for example, on how Kevin Spacey like talks about on how like,
He
the
raped a
people.
kid.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey raped a 15-year-old kid.
Damn it.
Okay. Anyway, his character in the movie, John Doe, talks about on how he truly believes what he did is sanctified and it's right, Because, I mean, do you remember the kills in that movie? Because each one of them was,
Yes, they're horrible.
perfectly fucked up. The worst way possible.
The
Yep.
one with like the strap on with the sword and that one's bad. That guy was still alive.
Because that dude just sobs through the whole thing. Like, after he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Then again, the part where Dr. Cox finds the dude, like, with all the air fresheners, and he, like, insults him after he died. He, like, wakes up like... That fucking scared the shit out of me. But yeah. And... I don't know. I guess you could also go with the whole world being a cruel place, nihilism, yada yada, all that.
Well,
The world has always been cruel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
It's
now
only
we have...
recently it's easier to see.
Yeah. I mean,
But half of the people ignore it anyway.
it's gotten to the point to where people are not dying from this, but being emotionally traumatized from that and offing themselves through this.
But
That
If
and because we took all the warning labels off everything.
Truth.
and
We should
If-
put them back.
if we think about the book Heart of Darkness for a moment, that is also somewhat comparable because one of the points of it was being, what will humanity do when there's no light on them, when no one sees them? You know, what insanely fucked up shit? What will they do when society or a camera is not pointed at them?
What would
What would you do? Yes! Yes!
Commit all the murder.
Humans inherently are not bad people, I don't think. I feel like
No.
every human they have the ability to have great good and great bad. They have the ability to do both.
Especially in groups. The gang mentality when one person starts hitting somebody and then there's random people all start beating the shit out of because oh well I actually didn't do that was other people, but you know.
I feel like, just to me as a person, when I was young, my dad's best friend's daughter was blind. And of course I was a little shit when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I was wondering why she got to play with the fucking little keyboard thing while I didn't. And then my dad had to explain why, because she was blind and she needed that to help her out and shit. I was like, oh, and I learned from that moment that
Blinds myself so I can get a keyboard.
But I learned from that moment that humans, that we don't, that not all humans are created equal, I guess to say. We're all created differently, but we shouldn't treat each other differently because of the inequality that we have granted to each other. Because Ben was born fucking hemorrhaging. Connor was born from, his family that's fairly well off in Canada.
Jase was born of a jackal.
I was born from a very, poor family in Texas. And so it's we all born, and, Matt was, had the shit that he had to him, his, dad dying at a young age and his mom being in jail for most of his life. We all had different lives, but we don't treat each other any differently because of it. We all love each other and accept each other for our bullshit and our flaws.
Yeah, you are drunk.
What's up, Connor?
That actually just reminded me of a clip I saw earlier. It was this redneck dude with a very down south accent, kind of. But he was talking about 2 lighters. He said, now see, this one I've had on me, it works just fine, but this one I have, it doesn't work at all. I left it outside, in the cold and the rain, it just doesn't work anymore. But what you people don't realize is he picks up the other lighter and he says, all I need is a little help. And he lights the lighter and it ends up working. He's like, so I don't see why you judge people just because they've been in a different situation to you. Be good people. And I was just like,
yeah,
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the most the dude legitimately looks like if we go with assuming, which is wrong, but he looked like a man who went at home, would kick his dog, slap his wife, and then butt chug beer from the can with no funnel.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
It's Friday night.
Yeah, right.
Ben's entire marriage.
Actually, my Friday night was spent with these guys. So
yeah.
It was spent with me, not with Matt. Just with me.
Almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do about it?
I want to watch a movie with my wife.
I want to suck it. No, I don't want to suck a dick.
All right. Well, Ben.
Yeah.
I want to suck a titty.
Yes.
I'll say this.
Titty.
Y'all are fucking awesome individuals. Y'all are beautiful people, and everybody that is listening to us,
we're beautiful people. Beautiful people.
I think my favorite lyrics he ever did was babble, babble, bitch, bitch, rebel, rebel, party, sex, and don't forget the violence.
Yeah.
I only know the beautiful people part.
I know a little bit more, but it's all good.
I just remembered, Matt, there was this thing I saw of, on how there were call-outs or the announcer in Call of Duty just hunter, killer, ready, predator, miss, all that.
Yeah.
Someone did a parody where instead, whenever they got kill streaks, it was the weirdest, goofiest names, Tinky Wonkle Domper, ready for launch, Stoopy Doopy, Whoopy Poopy, all ready to go. It's just and I don't know why Tinky Wonkle Domper made me laugh.
Bad thing is, that's some shit Ben would pull.
I got some shit to send you, by the way.
However, if you have any bitches, gripes, complaints, and various other ne'er-do-well things,
Hold up. Okay. So if you
Get
got any
after
questions,
it, bud.
all right. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, it is up at momentumwars@gmail.com on the offhand chance that you feel like getting some fucking merch from us and everything else, then fuck yeah, hit us up as well. If you feel like supporting this podcast, then well, one, what the fuck is wrong with you? Two, thank you very much. And three, you can hit us up on the about section on any part of the fucking podcasting platforms that you are listening to, whether it be Spotify, Google, Apple, whatever the fuck, and you will be looking for the hyperlink that is texted as thus: https://podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/memento-more/support. It is going to be a one-stop shop for fucking supporting an endeavor that apparently you see value in. Holy fucking shit. We are also on fucking YouTube. We're also on fucking Rumble. We haven't been canceled from either one. Thank you very fucking much. If you want to fucking get some analog art pieces as a piece of racist songs from a speak of all trades and master of wine, then hit on my boy Matthew Lee Buendia over here, initials MLB from the infantry. He is fan-fucking-tastic. His fucking Instagram handle is Nosferatu. That's Nazi energy drink, furs and fern. The dude isn't a fucking dude. If you want a fucking voice actor, then to the boy to my fucking right over here, Connor Edward Gary MP is fan-fucking-tastic. He just needs a fucking foothold in the industry. Will you be that hold that holds his foot? I don't fucking know. How about you hit us up and we will direct you towards him as thusly, you know? We are also on Twitter at Memento Morons. We are on Facebook at Memento Morons. We are on fucking shit, Rumble, YouTube. Everywhere is fucking Memento Morons. Just fucking check us out. We got you.
Farty fart.
We're also on Twitch. We're on Twitch at Memento Morons. Although at the same time we are trying to deal with some technical difficulties with regards to internet infrastructure, but at the same time, that will be taken care of thusly.
God, refusion.
Yeah. By the way, Matt, super quick before you teleport away, what's the status on the ponting?
The what?
The painting.
He actually showed us when we saw him.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just haven't had time, man.
Okay.
Like
Just
I said, it's what I sent you is where it's at now. I still need to give it one more solid night of like an extra coating, and then probably a little extra night of all the lines and drawing on it. But like I said, I've been doing like 12-hour days and working Saturday mornings and Sunday nights. So
you're totally good.
Some more to say.
Yeah. Ben.
But on that note,
more to say?
Oh, I didn't have much more to say.
On that note part.
Yeah, on that note, I shall bid you adieu.
All right, I love you guys. Bye.
Later, bitches.
Why are you leaving? I love you, Jase.
Yeah, you guys. We had a great summer.
We had a heart-to-heart the other day, Jase.
I'm gonna go pass out.